Game is underway. Unfortunately, though, I did not get the veto. Flare's already at another round. So I'm just waiting for a little bit of a moment where I could actually be able to get that started up. So yeah, I was missing the veto. Cherion's got the first shot off though onto Alopa now. It's nice. JLo with a nice little follow-up here onto Disdirect, and it looks like it's all slowly but surely falling apart here. FSN picking up another one. Rex wants to see if he can get himself involved here, and you know, he's so close, but he's also yet so far. FSN's the only one remaining in this clutch. There it goes, that shot. Okay, there it is. So I'm quickly gonna turn this around here. Okay, now we're fully set up. Apologies that it took a little bit longer. Cherry and Rex. We do this together. Alopa getting himself for more. So first gonna be able to get a nice little follow-up here. And this is now just gonna rely on FSN here. FSN gets the one. Ja, dat is ook wat ik hoor. Dus dat zal wel kloppen. Thanks. And it's gonna be okay. So we got that figured out. It took a while. Yeah, we are here in our game, and current scoreline I think speaks for itself. It's very early on, of course. Here, Soulsart want to see if they can push this through. Yeah, we are here with a buy round for the first time. FSN taking that initiative here to challenge. Had an opportunity, but it's still all pretty low risk for the time being. Just seeing if there's any cheap shots that you can hit. Ziffer wants this, can't make it happen though, not yet at least. Existence is the one that pops off the first here. Gets a second in there eventually, almost, but no. Ziffer's the one that picks that one up, and that means now around the side, Alopa's gonna get a nice little entry onto Heaven here. Alopa will plant for main, which is currently being held. Jada looking to come around here, is gonna get his headshot delivered, and that means he's now gone. 3 haircuts today. Disdirect is handing them out. Butterfly and Tyrion remain. That is almost the AWPer gone. Butterfly does survive though. Tyrion's still looking around that under heaven area. And it is going to be the first round here on the board for Senshi. AWP unfortunately doesn't really work out. There's the spray. Tyrion hits it. Tyrion, as long as he doesn't walk more forward, he's going to be okay though. There is that challenge now. Yeah, Tyrion's going to go down to the bomb though. Now he can focus the other way. Butterfly's got it. Okay. So no AWP removal this time around, but still though. Cherry was doomed to die there anyways, no matter what. Soulsart now are able to get a first one on the board. And Senshi immediately reply with a tactical timeout here. In a hope to recover this one early on. Because sure, it was messy. And as Soulsart have to take some compromises here, they aren't going to look to buy up here. It is the rifles coming out. Butterfly's obviously got that AWP to his disposal. And the MP9's coming around with it nicely here. And yeah, it's going to be a challenge here to deal with 3 MP9s on your team. Butterfly wanted to see if he could maybe have a look on IWP. It's a risky game that he's willing to play here, but honestly, I don't mind it. Just work out very well here. Now on Senshi's pick, we're looking okay so far, and FSN hasn't moved an inch since, so It's just a matter of waiting, I suppose, for players to start coming in here. Disrect dancing around that smoke, and he's been lucky to take no damage from that. Oh, those smokes will soon fade, so you need to be careful. And Existence is able to go down with him without being noticed. Obviously those smokes are usually a sign that they know what's coming. And that means now they can start working forward on this, and that's a missed opportunity. The no-scope still connects them to a Lopado, and they need to get by Predafly, and he's going to be able to take down 2. And he's now all alone. Rotation into Under Heaven, I mean, sure, that's there. FSN now can't cross at all. There's the first kill. Gets Rex. Cipher goes around the corner, though. That's the bomb dropped. 25 seconds now to recover that one. Cipher's taking another angle. Cherion is able to kill Existence, and that means it is just going to be Disarect now remaining. And he's left in this 1v3. 10 seconds on the board. Still decided to give it a go, though, and Cherion will pick up that AK no problem. And that means that it is going to be a nice little lead. Expanding now 4 souls hard. They have the weaponry. 2 AK-47s, also an AWP. Predafly will be handling that, and I think they're going to be very satisfied with how this is looking now. And the upgraded pistols bound to come in again. As it is pistols here for Senshi, they're looking to just maybe regroup and try and overwhelm, for example, Predafly, who would absolutely benefit from those all players fitting himself. And no, they line up. Predafly shot his teammate there. He shot Cherion, and that means they might be in a little bit of trouble here. In fact, that's the first rifle now gone. And they can now still go down towards the B side if they want to. Now, there is a rotation in place here. That's JLo. JLo's going to be there a little bit too late to just open up the door and wide swing. Rex here is going to have to do a lot, though. He's trying to deny this bomb, and he will be able to. And Rex doing a lot of work here, because this is not only buying them, you know, more time. It's also just being incredibly lethal. Cipher and JLo will get the kill. Now it is just going to be FSN remaining here in the 1v3 clutch here. He's got a Desert Eagle on hands. No armor to go with it, though. JLo will finish off the job there. And Soulsheart, they do it here. They will manage to get another round off here. And in this pick of Senshi eSports, it is going to be an AWP out there on Predafly. All the rifles to go with it. Senshi eSports buying up again. Finally, Flare did manage to get a hold of an AWP, though. And the nades are all coming out. Towards outside again. It's just about showing some presence here. It's only the first smoke of the outside wall. FSN's just missed the timing on people walking up, and when he goes for a swing like this, he's gonna find out. Needs to respect it. The aggressive nade coming in return. Cherion looking to go over the top here. Predafly has opened up nicely and cleanly, and there was an opportunity there for Cherion to do well. Flanks are coming all over the place now. Predafly can't really move up there, though, as the sideways wall is now coming in. The diagonal wall pretty convincing. That will give him a little bit of breathing room, but they're looking to maybe go around it, maybe wrap heaven or something along those lines. That will make it work. Cherion gets himself another. Existence then has gone unnoticed, has picked up the first. Now is looking to play the long game. 1v3, it's not going to be easy. And there gets another clean shot then onto JLo, and now can start running towards the B side if he wants to. Still has a Molotov, still has his smoke. Blowing all that util that he has, and now he can start running. And I don't know whether Rex has the read on this or not. It doesn't look like it. 10 seconds though. Yeah, he needs to start running eventually. And I think Rex is up his way there again. Yeah, he has spotted this out now. Needs to go for the plant commitment. Being made. Rex is just running him down. And there, sure, he is going to be able to get the kill, but that's all that he can do. There's just no time left. And Predafly, well, only thing he needs to do is stay alive, and he's done exactly that right there. So a nice little extra streak of rounds here. Soulsheart doing well. And a AK hero then for existence, as he was able to get a hold to it. Ooh, that is some missed movement there by Flare. That's a little bit awkward. This time around, more peasants towards outside yet again. They're looking to perform here, and an AWP immediately being challenged. But FSN does get tagged up here. Wasn't able to get the kill. And this Rect has already been taken down here. Flare dancing around the edge of that silo, and I hope to just get a 1D or something along those lines. Rex will find existence though. That is the hero rifle gone right there. Alopa tried walking out, but that unfortunately didn't work out either. FSM picks up another. Flare from above is able to get the trade onto Charion, and that means it is just up to the last player, which is going to be Flare now, who is in a 1v4. Might not be able to pick up that weapon even. First kill found though once again on that Desert Eagle, and it is going to be a nice little way of doing some kind of economical damage here, but it's all so marginal. The AWP out on both sides now. Senshi has money. Only downgrade here is existence on the Galil AR. Molotov coming out. Flare trying to take that initiative here onto ramp. FSN trying to see if he could maybe get this sorted out. Hoping for some aggression, which isn't coming. Soulsheart are still playing very patiently. Now they're obviously up by a relatively big margin now. Red wants to get involved here. Charion will be able to get the first. No problem there. That defensive smoke, is it going to be too late? Are they going through it? I don't know. JLo is having that feeling that he should move up a little bit here. And obviously Predafly is still in a position to hold on. Lopa's going to get the one though onto Predafly, and that means that it's now open existence going for this aggressive lurk. There goes the first kill, and Rex is trying to trade it, but it's costing him a lot of time. Existence picks up the double. And now, going back towards this ace out, which is actually completely empty. They have sold this so well, and I don't even know whether it was intentional or not, but it's going to work out greatly. And now JLo and Charion, I think they're stuck there. Rex and Sif are both not able to get that trade, and that means that Existence just managed to get so much impact there that in fact he can redirect his entire team. And Charion and JLo can only really try and save over because they're stuck in that event. They can't really move up. So they have actually managed to make their way out now. Lopa has been spotted out here. There's still two players though. I don't know whether they think this is worth challenging. Flashman comes out, picks up the one. Charion will trade on that AWP. He's left on low HP though. He needs to run further because surely this is not far enough away. But then Existence catches him trying to cross into CT. And Senshi, they do such a good job at shutting everything down here. Although it did come at the cost, of course, of a few rounds before this where they weren't really able to get the impact in that they were hoping for. Molotovs being deployed early on. JLo is going to have to play on an MP9 here this round. It's not a pretty buy by any means, but it will do. They still have that up, and of course the free rifles will do just fine, although Charion doesn't have any util with it whatsoever anymore. And, you know, it's not ideal, but it should really be able to pack a punch anyways. Utility coming in there. Towards outside yet again. It's kind of the same util set that they've used before. Now smokes are coming in. One of those actually kind of missed a little bit by the looks of it. There goes the first kill. Disrect gets it and actually finds the AWP on Predafly. He's sharp on it though, and he wants to go back for more, but it's going to be Cherian that gets him. And now look at this. Look at where JLo is in that smoke. FSN's going to find out though. We'll be able to kill him. Existence has just shown himself. We'll be able to get a kill into Cherion. And now it is just going to be Siffer remaining, but they just found out where he was because he has picked up a double kill. And Existence can only really try and push forward now. This is awkward because now 2 fights are taking place at the same time and Siffer's picked up another one. That is free and he's up for the 1v4 at this point. Oh, Siffer, yeah, he rotated off. He was thinking that he read into this on the A side, but no, he hasn't. Needs to make his way down again. It's costing him a little bit of valuable time. Siffer's going to open that door and just look for his swing. FSN isn't giving him any of it though. Now, yeah, he's just fully committed onto this angle, and unfortunately that is not the right one. And therefore FSN's able to close down at 1v1, but that got way too close for comfort here. As Senshi secure at least another, and look at what this has done to the economy here of Soul's Heart. And it's going to be another pretty one. Senshi calling another timeout here. I don't know exactly why they have, but I think it's mainly just to make sure that they're all in the right place. I think that is something they might have been lacking in the beginning. And now as the time is coming out there, we're going to get back to playing here. Upgraded pistols, not even. It's just going to be the 1P to 50. That will have to do. And Senshi are now looking to do some good jobs here. With, first of all, the outside stack coming in place. Not everyone's able to see. Utility being thrown in. Haven't seen any movement since though. Cherion's the only one kind of here taking contact, hoping that it'd swing further. And now he discovers there's 4. There's a second layer to this though, and Flare stays alive. Now rush in towards the side, and actually decided to go for the bomb side here. Predafly eventually comes back for it though. So they'll pick up 1 AK here. If that's the full damage then, if that's what they're coming away with, then I think honestly Soul's Heart are going to be happy with this. Siffer can still stick around for an exit or 2 if he wants to. Predafly is going to be long gone in towards the spawn though, and he might just then be able maybe get an exit or 2. I mean, oh, there he is. Siffer discovered now. And yeah, that's the USP getting another. The Dink even delivered. This Frag will go down with the bomb as a result, and that has just become really expensive for Senshi. They do make their way past here. They will crawl back the scoreline. But man, that hurts. That really does hurt. Chariot looking to come out here. Smoke's coming into place. Rex wants to try and take that initiative here if he has the opportunity to. He would absolutely love to, but at the moment we're not seeing much action as of yet here. Some util being deployed here once again. Kind of standard. those outside smokes coming out again. Turian's looking to crawl around them. But not really a commitment being made here. Flare and Existence are up there. They can try and maybe go for an ace at execute here. That smoke's coming in though, and there is that execute now in place. Flashbang's out. Siffer's not seeing anything. This Rex will pick up the first though. Siffer trying to just get a hold of this. Rex will go 1 for 1. Siffer's still out there. They should know he's here somewhere. JLo will pick him up. Siffer gets a nice little return. Lopa went down, and that means that kind of pushing through just wasn't going to work out. Soulsheart will win another here. They're looking to pick up an AF here. I mean, look at what the money is like on Senshi here. It's not pretty by any means. And the Galil and A case. 4 Senshi will have to do. I mean, there's even going to be a Tech 9 and a Mac 10 out there for Flare. It's just not pretty. And they know it too, but you need to try it. It's the last round of the half here. But Soulsheart posting 8 would be great for them. However, Disrect has other plans. He has just executed Charion right on the spot. So maybe he got a little bit too nosy there. Tried to see if he could maybe get a cheeky multi by hiding in the smoke like this. But no, it doesn't work out, unfortunately. And they will try and compensate for this FSN. Oh, the timing on that was pretty bad for FSN. And Siffer just couldn't finish off the job there. He almost had it. And Rex now try and take that initiative. Maybe even. If he wants to. Hasn't swung yet. He's being very patient with it though. Predafly going back in towards his under heaven position, where he'll actually get challenged there. Disrect is still up there already. Keep in mind that 2 players are down now. It's costing them valuable time. And there is the first shot for Predafly. Able to deliver that one. Flare and Alopa trying to swing this one together. Siffer's going to get the 1, but Alopa will trade almost immediately. Rex and JLo. There's 2 on 3 here. Another kill picked up by Existence, leaving it just up to JLo, but it's currently the unknown entity. They haven't spotted him yet. It's going to be able to take his time on an execution rather, of course. And there's still util here for JLo up for grabs. He is going to be able to deploy a Molotov at the feet of Alopa, who's going to try and go for that swing as late as he can. And, you know, that's actually a pretty smart play, because at some point he thought it was clear, but it actually wasn't. Siffer leading the way in kills, so 17 kills to the name and 6 deaths only is a quite impressive scoreline, with Existence putting up the bigger numbers here over on the T side, that is. So, moving on to the second half here. Senshi, I think, with 5, they're going to be feeling okay about that one. This time around, it's going to be just the pistols here. Existence has a defuse kit and 2 flashbangs, possibly getting ready to retake, and FSN's been taken down through the smoke here. JLo even dropping now. Siffer walking up still. I don't know what the plan here is. Are you trying to get into the B site now? They have. And they are. They're going to plant. Flare getting ready to retake the wrong side here, and they just have no idea this is even happening. Alopa's still holding the lobby. Now they figure it out. They have been bamboozled, and it's a 4-on-4 with now just absolutely no util to do it with. I mean, sure, Alopa's got a 1 flashbang, but even then it's going to be quite difficult. The fuse kit is in play though, so they have a little bit of extra time here. They try and swing that door, and they try to swing dark at once here. That does kind of work out. Predafly gets the 1, but there is a return for Disrect, but it's also cost him so much more time. Tapping that bomb first of all, looking to go for a swing. And it's going to be Charion in the end that does it. It will be the round picked up by Soulsheart this time around then. And they're looking to escape here. They're looking to just steal the map pick away if they have the opportunity to. And it's going to be the upgraded pistols here for Senshi eSports. It is rifles for Soulsheart here. They have been quite successful so far, I gotta say. And the question is mainly now just, what is the plan here for Soulsheart? Are you going to do anything differently to your previous rounds, knowing that you're most likely up against a low buy? Or is it just going to be standard protocol, do what you're good at? Because Siffer is currently closer to that smoke, and I could imagine that he'd want to jump through at some point, knowing a pistol's going to be on the other side. Might be worth a try here. Senshi haven't really been reinventing the wheel. Sure, it's a little bit of a different setup in terms of where their players are, but it's all very minimal. It's not like they're trying to push somewhere aggressively or stacking into something really intensely. Knowing probably that it's actually not even that bad if they would have to, you know, just leave it be and go for exit frags. Disrect has now gotten the first. That actually is a turnaround. Siffer's gonna pick up the one, and Loppo will get another. There's the shot that Charian needs to hit because Disrect had discovered where that bomb was coming from. And they know where Loppo was. And he tries it on the 5-7, can't quite do it though. Siffer's gonna come around and help, and he'll finish off the job for his team. It's going to be Soulsheart moving up to 9. Senshi will have money for a buy here at least, but is that worth it? Because it's gonna be so bare bones, and indeed, we do now see the MP9s coming out. So I think they're just gonna have to deal with this, and then next round, knowing they're gonna have a full investment, they might be able to bring that up out. Flair saved up a little bit more here. Obviously, he'd like to have the kill rewards at some point. So, he hasn't gone for an MP9 or so. Maybe they would have been able to swap over. This time, more aggression from the CT side, and that works so well. It's a classic lobby crunch here. Charian finds his way by FSN at least, but there's rifles now to be grabbed. They all of a sudden have a buy where they can do really well with, and if they manage to win this round, they had money in their reserves, and all of a sudden they're in a decent spot. But Soulsheart, if they manage to do this, they're on 10, and that scoreline is getting pretty close now, and that is obviously not what you want to be seeing here. And Salopa and Flair are just clearing all the angles. It's kind of weird doing this as you're the CT side, but you don't really know where your other players have gone. Charian doesn't really see much. And there is the swing out, and everyone shows at once. Flair gets it down to the 1v1 at the end. Fly has to read on it. He has just seen him escape, and now the question is, where do you chase? And do you even chase? Fly is going straight for that bomb. Flair decides to descend here rapidly, but he still throws out a flashbang, so now they obviously know where he's coming from. Was hoping for that door to be open, obviously. Let's blow it open himself, though. Using this last bit of util now towards his bomb site, and hasn't really worked out. Seems to be very committed to this, though. Fly stays hidden. He knows time is on his side. As long as there's no swing, Flair knows it by now. I think he might have spotted a shadow or so, and he's going to try and run him down, but it doesn't work because Fly is well aware of what's going on. And Flair, they will pick up another round here. They'll be able to go into the distance for it. A 10th round on the board here. They are now 3 rounds away from stealing away this map pick. However, keep in mind that Senshi now have a full buy, including an op. That is what Flair was saving for a very long time here. The util was being thrown in almost immediately here. And Charian, oh, he's just gonna try and take a fight immediately here, and FSN was not ready for a play like this. And even then going further, Siffer picks up one more. It is very little util that they're using. It's just brute forcing your way in. If you're confident feeling those fights out where you're gonna be doing pretty well. Rex and Siffer getting more kills. Disrect reveals himself. That was the last chance to get a kill back. And now the site is empty. Rex is gonna go for that bomb plant. And Disrect might need to consider saving this one. Not gonna be allowed to. J-Lo picks up the last frag. Upgrades to the M4A4. And that now means that Soulsheart have broken Senshi now completely. Sure, they have an M4, but it's got no util. It's got no defuse kit. It doesn't have head armor, which isn't normally a big thing, but there still is an M4 on the other side, and if that's your demise, you're still going to be pretty frustrated. But yeah, they do force in, and I think this is just a little bit of a last Hail Mary attempt to try and do this on. this default round, we're just seeing what I expect to see from Soulsart here. We're not seeing a different approach to anything. They know that the game is still long, and they still know that anything can happen. And FSN has just opened up on the Charian, and Charian has been a pain in the butt to try and kill. So they're going to be satisfied with picking up an opener here. They can now really let go of the gas. Disrect gets one more as he sees the players coming into ramp. FSN is still here. Trying to swing ahead here, and that proves to be a mistake. He goes down. Now Disrect, where has he gone? That's what they're wondering, and he's missed the opportunity to strike Flare here. He had the MP7, it's just really not the right weapon for the angle here. Fly is going to try and get that bomb planted, but Existence has another idea. JLo will eventually pick him up. And now Flare looking to swing this. Alopa has actually gone away. I don't know why he wasn't fighting with him there. But Alopa now is in that corner. Is JLo going to check this? Is he going to be ready for something like this? It's kind of a weird play. And he has really tried to gun a notice here. But I was thinking, they could just fight it out together. They could have swung on each other. But they haven't. 25 seconds now. That bomb is obviously stuck in the side. And that is the issue. Alopa, they were not. So it does work out. It was a little bit of a risk that he was taking. And it means that Senshi, you know, they push up 6 here. But look at this response by Soulsart. Immediately the AKs come out. And they're going to go straight back into it again. It's going to be a simple outside smoke wall to start things off here. JLo tries to do it. FSN had the opportunity to, but it doesn't really work out. RX gets one. Business wants this. JLo is going to be able to pick up one and then a second. Disrect's also going to be taken down. This is beautiful, sensational stuff by JLo. And he is just flexing his muscles a little bit here, knowing what to do with it. Flare is going to pick up the one in return though. Unaware of where more players might be coming from. Predafly is going to take that one out, and they will secure map point here. Soul's Heart. They are one round away from stealing away Senshi's map pick here. And have things are really going to change up here. Obviously, anything can still happen. What can they do, though, about it? I mean, 6-12 is currently the scoreline. Molotov coming out here. Disrect's gonna have a lot to do. Picks up the first on the MP9 and actually able to get free before finally getting taken down. And that is just as good as a hold like this gets. Able to utilize that smoke there. And his only culprit was the fact that he ran out of ammo eventually. Chariot gets that bomb planted for his team together with Cipher. Senshi getting ready for this retake here. It's a 4-on-2. But the stakes are quite high and the initiative is being taken now. That doesn't work out. Chariot reveals himself. Now there's a turnaround. Cipher wins that. And now Existence at least is able to pick up one more here. Cipher needs to try and win this. And luckily the swing is good from Existence, because if he would have died, things could have gone the other way around. And it will be Senshi. Only just about. That is as close as it gets, man. It will be able to secure a 7. Only just about. Soul's Heart now. They have money. They can go for something like this now. They can really try and get the most out of it. Utility coming into place. Disrect wants this. There's already the first vent dive coming out. Their Cipher's currently being pushed. Doesn't know it just yet. Eventually finds the kill into FSN. Tyrian's already planting that bomb to make things even worse. Rex has gotten one. They know that Flair's in there. Flair's just stuck in that corner as long as Siffer keeps him there. And he doesn't even need to swing into him. Eventually, though, Rex will pick him up. Aloppa and Disrect, however, have gotten things started. And now is a retake. Is there anyone even near this bomb right now? I don't think there is. And Aloppa's on that bomb. Who can stop this, though? Fly. It's going to be too late. Senshi just defused the bomb right ahead of him. Yeah, they weren't able to get down in time. And they survived just another round here. It's an A for Senshi eSports. AK-47 here for Siffer. Tech-9's out on Rex and Cherry on, and 2 Desert Eagles to accompany them. Senshi, of course, still has their full buy at their disposal, including an op. Siffer opens up to FSN. FSN's been having a rough time at outside here. With a little bit under a minute and 20 seconds. Not much more movements actually come in here. So it's a little bit silent on that end. Existence. Just waiting here. There, the door opens. Only Rex walking out there, and it's going to be taken down by Aloppa. Disrect has just gotten one onto ramp. And now he can try and escape, perhaps even. There is almost a shot from Flair. Disrect gets another. They cannot try and pressure in towards Under Heaven here. Flair does get the first on that AWP now. Siffer left in the 1v4. And there it is. No, not quite. Flair missed the opportunity. Siffer will be able to pick up that AWP. Shoots with it once, then decides otherwise. There's still a player hunting in the outside, though. And Disrect has come back for him. Clean headshot, though. Siffer now almost dropping a 30 bomb, by the way. He's only 1 kill away. He does have the bomb in his back, and he should be able to get this planted. But an ace clutch would be required. Senshi settles here on the B bomb side. Aloppa gonna find this out. He is on the wrong bomb side for now. Siffer just seeing if he can maybe find the one. That would be very beneficial here. But he hasn't. Aloppa's been really careful in going down here, knowing that Existence is very, very far away. Siffer, you know, can he imagine finding that clutch? He's just been discovered here, surely. He's gonna be able to get a shot off, but unfortunately it doesn't land. Existence will kill him. And Senshi survive another day here. They have won a nice little streak of rounds now, which means that the loss bonus is kicking in for Soul's Heart. But they just need 1 round to convert it on. That's all that they care about. They don't care about that long-term economy anymore. They just need 1 buyout that's going to be good enough to win a round. And then they can call it a day. They've stolen away the map pick of Senshi. But we haven't really seen that yet. But it will be a full buy here on either side. AK-47's out on Soul's Heart this time around. Unfortunately, there is no AWP available. Now Senshi does have one. Flair is handling it again. Got the impact with it last round, although would have loved to pick up a second there, because then never would have been that close to begin with. Now, do notice that J-Lo is probably not aware that Existence has gone down here, but it does kind of weaken that A side here, and I'm not sure if that rotation is something that he needs to do per se, but it's very compact here by Senshi. They're getting that info, and now they just need to be able to get a move on FSN. It's going to clear J-Lo from the other side, and he gets killed without having a single look. But it does mean that Existence is able to settle in on the other side now. They know exactly what's coming. But you still need to hit your shots here. There's the first swing then. Siffer always killed Existence, and I think Siffer also saw a little bit of a foot there. FSN able to get out there towards the single door. That's scary. And sure, he opens that door, but he's not able to kill him. He is being flanked though, however. Therefore, Rex will finish off the job right there. Aloppa's going to try and go forward. That works out well. He gets the first. Looking to take a second, but Rex has got it again. And And now Cherion's able to build on that success. And that is a beautiful tap to get things out of there. And Senshi, they concede here. It's the harsh conclusion here, right? Soul's Heart, they're pushing through. They will steal away Senshi's map pick here, which means that it is now time for map number 2. And things are going to get a little bit more exciting now. Obviously, Senshi, they need to now win Mirage, and it's going to be no easy task. That 9th round obviously doesn't matter, because, well, it's up to Senshi to decide which side they want to be starting on. So you guys could see where that one brings you. Most likely the CT side there for Senshi eSports. Soul's Heart looking for a quick 2-0 here. JLo and Siffer doing well though. They're able to get his mouse warmed up then, and his hands should be ready to go as we're gonna head into the pistol pretty soon. And indeed, as predicted, or well, as chosen before by the video, of course. That's not like I'm super smart about this. We will see that the T side belongs to Soul's Heart here. JLo trying to take that initiative here. Not seeing much action as of yet though. Seems like they're gonna be just walking in here straight up. Flashbangs coming out here, and here they go then, trying to overwhelm. It will be Rex that picks up the first kill here. Lopa is able to get away, gets the one. They're still fighting elsewhere. In fact, the kill's just been picked up by Cherion here. And Lopa is trying to fight for his life, but he's gonna be taken down by Cherion. As Flare is now trying to just fight away. He's not going to be able to do it, and that leaves it just up to existence now. He needs to try and establish this somehow. There's the kill. And that is just what happens then. There's not much else to come off it here. Yeah, it's a shame. There was more in that. I do know that for certain, but it's going to be Soul's Heart here that have picked up that pistol here, and they're looking to just do well over on Mirage. Jarian trying to get up closer here. Alapa wants this, and it's not going to be able to see much though. These are just rushing in like crazy. Butterfly to get himself involved here. Siffer's going to be able to open up here. Charian around that smoke is successful. FSN and Disrect they remain, and Disrect's trying to now see if he could maybe get up closer, but he's not going to be able to. It's in fact Siffer that does it well. FSN, is he lagged out? He might have been lagged out. There's the knife from Siffer. Now we've got a tactical in our hands here, technical in our hands here, ladies and gentlemen. FSN has crashed, I think, or at least disconnected in another way. He's now no longer able to do much else. Now the question is, of course, how will this be going? Okay, and looks like we're able to get going again. We are good to get into a little bit of a half buy here for Senshi. Not willing to invest just yet. Disrect hiding in the corner. Now, smokes and molotovs coming out. Disrect is able to pose 1.5. Siffer's down to really low HP now, but the bomb's still going to be planted. Senshi here are interested, of course. I want to see if they can get things started here. Rex taking out initiative to fight. He will be taken down around the smoke immediately afterwards. So, is the one. Redifly now activating on a nice little spray for 2. Existence is stuck. He's currently unsure as to where he can be found, and Existence goes for that swing. Another kill now actually being found up here, but it's gonna have very little time to defuse though. Tapping that bomb. Existence can't even get away now. Go down with the bomb, and Chirian survives, and that's the only thing he needs to do. Brings over his weapon to the next round here, as well as securing another round for his team. Soulsard have been incredibly effective here on the beginning. Now obviously it is not really a map that they're comfortable on the Senshi side. Senshi calling that timeout very early on. Now I must admit that I very much like what I'm seeing here for Senshi. Even though they're losing, even though they're behind, they're just able to also realize that sometimes they just need a little bit of a break. They just need to talk things through and not rushing into it. Not afraid to use these timeouts way more than any of the other teams are doing. Lopa trying to come in. Flare wants to see if he can do it. Cipher to give another way. It's going to be Disrect that picks one up. Nice little kill by Cipher. Smoke coming in towards the connector here. Butterfly now able to walk up as a result. Existence able to get a hold on for the first. And Lopa eventually gets another trade. Now, Rex is trying to see if he could maybe get things started now. Rex walks out. J-Lo picks up the first on IWP. Now, he's not necessarily known to be an AWPer, and Rex was already waiting for this Rex to come around. Now, Lopez left in the 1v2 now, and J-Lo is also going to pick him up, so maybe he should be AWPing after all. As Soul's Heart will pick up a 4th here. Now, of course, the question we're asking ourselves here is, does Senshi have a little bit of a surprise for us here over with the upgraded pistols and MP9s? Because it most certainly isn't pretty. Butterfly is going to be able to pick up the first here for Zen. Will be going down. Existence can get to 1. Cipher and Rex over picking up kills. And actually, when Flare reaches for an AK, it's also going to be taken down. Disrect is the last player alive, and Charian picks that one up, no problem. And now finally a buy round here for Senshi. Senshi does have an AWP to their disposal in the hands of Flare here. Obviously, Prettyfly has his. But so far, I think it's safe to say that both teams are going to be pretty happy with the buy that they currently have. Utility being deployed here. Lopa a little bit of a smoke to play around. Charian so blind though, and Existence with 3 on the lineup. FSN helping him for the majority of those kills. So he's now noticing that's looking to walk in, and that is now a little bit unfortunate. Existence will eventually go down, being picked up through the wall. And JLo, sorry, not JLo, and I mean, Prettyfly had obviously been spotted there on that platform, but wasn't able to get the kill. JLo covers his teammate nicely. And now Disrect with a quick trade. Prettyfly gets it down to the 1v1. And he jumps. He's looking to close this, obviously. Disrect might not know where the other player is coming from. He can hide in the corner, eventually takes a fight towards him. And Prettyfly closes it out on the Tech 9. So it is going to be another round here for Soulsheart eSport. An Existence here on the M4A1S, the only one, as the rest of the players are on Deagles again. Now he had a little bit of extra money to work with because he got that multi-kill so early on. Cherian gets that first. JLo, and no one's covering him. Disrect eventually takes him down. And now Cherian able to get another kill. Prettyfly kills Disrect. And it's going to be Existence and FSN, the only players that remain. And FSN has just gotten the first Desert Eagle shot, at least delivered onto Cherian here. So he's not going to be able to get much more done this round. And unfortunately for FSN, it's the same story as he gets taken down by Rex. It's Existence now 1v3. Soulsheart looking good for 7 in a row, and Senshi yet to come on the board here. So tough luck, and once again, Soulsheart just seem to be prepared for anything that Senshi throws at them. Even when it isn't quite the case, like we saw with that free kick, they still somehow managed to find a way back in here. There it is then, 0-7 on the board, 7 rounds in a row, Senshi yet to score any. Looking to maybe make a comeback now with the rifles once again coming out here. Disrect on the M4A4, for the A1Ss, and Flare on his beloved AWP again. As the AI is actually favoring Senshi a little bit here in that round, although now that Yuto's being deployed, it's already changed that around, weirdly as it is. Middle is going to be the major contact point here. Existence so far had a decent multi-kill from here. In fact, been pretty impactful, I'd say. And there's the dink delivered onto Cipher. Not able to finish him off though. Nade is not going to do it because he's actually just fallen away. Although Existence meets the same demise where he's now tagged up. And JLo already taken in control towards ladder here. Very quickly pushing back the CTs as Rex will open up from the B-bomb side here. Existence goes down first. And that is safe to say quite uncomfortable here. And there JLo pushes through. Gets himself another. It means that the rotations are now completely blocked off again. At least from the short side. And we're going to see that bomb go off. And look at this even. There's a flank on that A side. Surely can do some impact. Now Disrect does that onto Cherry. And Flare now picks up another one onto JLo. But they're still so far gone. So I still don't think they're going for it. No, and indeed they're still out. So at least this time a little bit less expensive, but still, as long as Soulsheart keep winning, they don't really care. You can have all the weapons you want, mate. If you're just saving over and over again, you're also helping us. So Soulsheart, they do it. Soulsheart gets up to 8. 0-8, the new scoreline here. Soulsheart so far looking good. Flare on the AWP, a buy round coming in yet again. Same buy as last round for Soulsheart, of course. They haven't really lost anything apart from some util that they've used. And Flare will open up around the Prettyfly. Alper versus Alper, and this time it's Flair that comes out on top here. And advantage here, a clean one at that. Something they have been lacking for a while, it feels like. Missed nade by Lop, but that's a little bit unfortunate. Now trying to boost in towards the window here. Ziffer trying to fight. FSN's got the kill though. Now Loppa is going to be flashed out by Flair, and he's going to be good for another kill. And that round's looking sensational. JLo picks up one more, and look at this. Targaryen's still around. Picks up two on that lure. Can't get a third though. And despite him slipping the net, it's going to be Senshi that pick up their first. Now realistically here, of course, it is a maximum of 4 rounds that they're going to be able to get out of this. And the AWPs coming out here, Predafly being one of them. And already the first contact being made here. Flair on that AWP. Charian looking to challenge it again, but decides to go against it a little bit later on. Also needs to prioritize staying alive for now. No one's really found an opener as of yet. Molotovs are coming in here. Assistance maybe, what can he do? No, it's gonna be Rex that picks up the first. No follow-up as of yet. Flair finally gets another kill in. Ziffer tries crossing. Flair does go down. This Rect eventually gets a trade onto JLo, but look at this. Bomb must be planted on the B side, and look at how far the rotations are away. Now this time at least it is still a 3-on-3. So impact could be found. Molotov coming in will delay even further though. Will be smoked out, and they're going to try and go through. Predafly gets to one at the second, no problem there. Looking for a Inferno to a Lopper. That's not going to happen, but Charian will swing. And that means that Soulsheart are able to get yet another round on the board. It's 9 now. Only being stopped by the first of Senshi. And it's just not looking good here. It really isn't. No, I just don't really know how to describe this, you know. It's so rough out there. Smokes, Molotovs, everything being deployed early on. Although mainly the anti-rush util together with the mid smokes. One for the CT side and one for the T side. Charian's looking to walk right up. He's got to be able to pick up the first here. Aloppa is going to be able to pick up another frag, and so is Disarect. So this time they shut down one side of the attack rather easily. Ziffer will eventually get another trade, and there's a swing up the stairs though. Aloppa gets tagged up quite heavily. Nate's actually going to finish him off, bringing it back to the 2v2. That Molotov over is going to make it difficult to plant that bomb. Ziffer's in danger. Existence picks him up. Eventually, Predafly gets to one, but FSN will trade. And Senshi, they secure a second one out there. As we head into the last round of the half here, it's just simply not looking so good here for Senshi. Although, second round is there. That might be giving him a little bit of hope here. Smokes are coming out. FSN wants to get involved whenever he has the opportunity to. And this time looking to go for a B-set execute, but it looks a bit Soulsheart here. Nate is good. Existence will see this coming though, and now he's got to just do a good job anchoring as Flair and Alopper will pick up the first 2 kills. That's good news. Eventually though, scaring Flair away. There's the swing from Ziffer. It's gonna be good. Now, oh, missed opportunity from Flair again. Bomb's gonna get planted though, and it's still a 3-on-4. Rex trying to close that gap. Now FSN will pick him up. Is he gonna be good for another? Yes, he is. The swing was into him. And now Ziffer in the 1v3 and 1v4, and that's going nowhere. And Senshi, they secure a third round at the minimum here. But considering they're now gonna swap around, I just don't see it happening. I also need to be realistic. But it's not like the numbers here are necessarily scary, right? I mean, sure, Ziffer's on a 2 KD, sure, Predafly almost is. But it's not like this game has been so one-sided, I think, as the scoreline actually tells you. But the rounds they have won on Senshi have been rather convincing, it feels like. So, interesting how that works. Senshi calling for a little bit of a timeout here. As we now move on to the second half here. It's already Predafly who opens up on that pistol. Has been able to tap away into existence. And J-Lo is going to get another one. Aloppa, however, has found Predafly. Looking to walk in towards short here. Another kill picked up here. Now the crossfire established. Siffer needs to hit these shots and he's not able to. Flare and Aloppa will both pick up kills. Now getting that bomb planted here. Over for the short side. Rex has picked up the first now. It's Flare in a 1v1. Rex does have a defuse kit, so he doesn't need to hurry, and Flare with a quick reaction is able to win out the 1v1 for his team, and therefore put Senshi onto a nice little round victory with some extra money now being injected into the team, and that is gonna prove very vital in this now, because you need to make this comeback. You know that you're with your backs against the wall, although sure you're playing upper bracket, but for this matchup here, it's gonna be a last attempt, it feels like. And it's just pistols here for Soul's Heart. Ascent kills the one that's Sherry and Gun, and now they're just going to fall back, and that's a little bit unfortunate. Also for FSN, who was hoping for maybe a couple more eco frags, but no. Sherry gets taken down and everyone falls back. Rather than trying to put in so much pressure, they go the other way. Now, trying to just redirect that attack. Siffer's picked up the one. It's going to be all there is left, surely. It's a little bit awkward though. Nate's actually coming through, and it's going to be existence in the end with the Glock no less to get the last kill. And they deal with that eco rather easily, putting themselves on 5 here. Maybe now a little chance to get things started on the T side with a victory against a little bit of a bye. We're going to see if they can do it. It is Predafly on the AWP. It is FSN still on a Galil, so is Existence, and this Rex also on a Galil actually. So the buy, it's good, but it's not great. Whereas for Soul's Heart, they're going to be completely ready to go. The only thing I'm really kind of concerned about is the fact that they don't have a single defuse kit in play. There's the first swing. Flare already down to 1 HP. He hasn't been able to see much, and now Nate's just going to straight up finish him off. Rex now needs to hide. Eventually picks up the one, and the second. This strike goes through, but unfortunately his plans are being cancelled. And now FSN tries walking out of that smoke, and that's never going anywhere. Soul's Heart secure double digits here with their first victory on this half so far, and that once again just does so much damage to the economy here of Senshi. That's just incredibly rough right there. It's upgraded pistols all the way through now. And with the Desert Eagles coming out, I'm maybe starting to wonder if they have a specific plan for this round. The nades at least coming out. Predafly has managed to get the first kill into Flare. He was just hiding behind that smoke, but unfortunately that doesn't really guarantee any cover. Cherion's blinded though. Siffer with a little bit of a manufactured spray. He does get it though eventually. Rex somehow stays alive through that connector push. Predafly picks up another one, leaving it up to Existence here in the 1v4. Tech 9's out. J-Lo's got it though. No stress, as it will be an 11th round here for Soul's Heart. They are 2 rounds away from closing this out. Senshi will get some money though, and they're investing that into Akers and Galil straight up. So that seems to be the game plan for now. Galils and AKs. try to put in all the effort. And a timeout being called by Senshi here. They also know, of course, that they're in a rather uncomfortable spot right now. And before you know it, 11-5 is what it's standing on. Well, here we go. Chariot getting challenged. Disreg will actually be able to execute him. Was an attempt there, but it just doesn't work out. As the execute will be deployed immediately. Your Predafly with a return. Molotov's coming out. Exis is trying to force his way through here. On towards the side. He's gonna pick up the kill onto Rex here. Was hesitating a little bit there. Now Predafly is gonna get punished for trying to walk through that smoke, and it leaves Cipher together with JLo in a recovery mode, and it's gonna be just Lopa picking up another one. Tried to reach for that AK-47, wasn't able to do so though. But JLo's already out. He's obviously not interested anymore. And therefore Senshi at least will go back to their winning ways here. Senshi does it. They're able to do this in a nice little way then. For the people that are in the chat but are also at the LAN, the bingo is about to start, so if you're interested in that, make sure to head your way over to the podium. I will be participating, that's for certain. I have stuff to do. Speaking of having things to do, Senshi here needs to make quite the comeback if they want to make this work here in this series. And I guess we'll find out how this goes. As immediately we're seeing that util being deployed here. Molotov's coming in here, Existence trying to see if he could do that, but Rex picks it up, no problem. Now a re-swing from Alopa and Evicent together. Make it work. Charian's still able to get the one despite being burning alive. And now Cipher finds that advantage for his team as he kills Alopa. He's been going out in front of CT, trying to get his teammates out there. Flare looking to reposition here toward Tramp. Predafly picks up the one. He's now forced back all the way here, but the bomb is planted in the right position. Flare has a Molotov. But there is a smoke for this bomb though, and that's gonna eventually cancel out Molotov that he has. And now, yeah, just trying to see if he can make this work somehow. Missed opportunity. And the Glock, well, yeah, actually, the Tech-9 doing all the work there, but still the defuse had come in. And before you know it, he is also going to be traded away. And that means that we have Soul's Heart moving up to map and series point here. And then afterwards, we're also having the upper bracket finals coming out. Molotov's coming in. Charian getting some nades on there. Predafly wants this first kill. Charian gets himself another here. Disreg wants to get in close. And now there's a swing from Flare. It's a good one at that here. 3 on 3. Still move back all the way. There is still one player hiding towards the safe side. JLo is just looking to find anything on middle, but he's not going to be able to, as no one is home. First player spotted out towards CT, then Rex is obviously going to have that information out. There's players out there. Could even try and nade them down, and that's exactly what he's going to do, but it's unfortunately a little bit too shallow. As the last 3 players here for Senshi are still just hiding in place. They're not able to do much else by the looks of it. J-Lo here is going to be able to pick up the one. Disrect getting involved in that. Rex wins another. That means it's now going to be Disrect in the 1v2 clutch, and unfortunately he can't do it. Soul's Heart, they'll move on.